3-minute mini reflection. The scene of Mary and Joseph journeying from Nazareth to Bethlehem to be registered for a census is often glossed over, but Dr. Justo Gonzalez, in his commentary on Luke, explains that the census was actually another way for the oppressive Roman Empire to continue to exploit those under its rule. Census taking was a way for the Roman Empire to measure the wealth of a region in order to maximize taxes against it. As a result, what is often portrayed as a peaceful, though perhaps somewhat inconvenient, journey from Nazareth to Bethlehem is in fact a journey taken in the midst of severe political turmoil and oppression. The journey Mary, who was heavily pregnant, and Joseph made was a trip enforced on them by an oppressive empire. In other words, Jesus, the Messiah, the incarnation of God, is born in the midst of an oppressive empire to two people subject to the whims of said empire. That reality means that the Luke birth narrative isn't just a fantastic story of shepherds, angels, and heavenly hosts lighting up the sky, but it has political significance. The Jesus story, then and now, has political, real-world ramification. The Jesus birth story matters in the here and now, not just in some potential afterlife. Dr. Gonzalez explains in his commentary, and I quote, "When the angel announces Jesus as Savior, his declaration has both political and religious overtones. The child who has been born will free the people from bondage both to their sins and to their oppressors." End quote. As we honor this day however we may see fit, we Christians need to remember that Jesus' birth is a promise and a warning. For those struggling to put food on the table, to those trying to pay bills, to those living under repressive governments, to those experiencing war, the birth of Jesus is a promise that God not only journeys with them, but promises real and tangible liberation. For those during the oppression, it is a promise that they can break free of the sins and lies that lead to the desire to dominate and subjugate. But Jesus' birth is also a warning for them. Their time of unlimited power is coming to an end. They will face the judgment of a God who so loved humanity, and specifically the marginalized and suffering, that they came to earth in the form of a baby, being born in the midst of one of the most powerful empires to have ever existed. We have over-spiritualized Jesus' birth to make it more palpable and more easily commercialized. But Jesus' birth signifies the start of a non-violent revolution ordained by God to put an end to the violence and oppression.